Hello and welcome to the 2021 Styrian GP analysis for Yuki Tsunoda. Today I'll be running through a summary of the race, looking at his lap times and some of the key battles that he had on the track. Yuki starting P11 after that 3-place grid drop for holding up Bottas during the qualifying session. 11th quickest lap, 9th quickest through the pit lane, and winning the teammate battle, unfortunately for Bakir Gasly. Points finish for Yuki, which is good. Obviously, come under a little bit of pressure the past few races, especially compared to Pierre's pace, but good for him to hold on and get that points finish. Comes out on top of the teammate battle, although that wasn't necessarily because of Yuki's racing, more because of Pierre's puncture. Obviously, the negatives, penalty in qualifying. He's got to just pay a little bit more attention there to stop that from happening. The pace compared to Gasly as well, relatively good in qualifying, only a few spots back, but this car is very, very strong, especially at this circuit. So definitely will be wanting to capitalize next weekend. But otherwise, strong race from Yuki to get those points. Looking at the strategy, had to start on the soft tyre, because he got through to Q3, but then obviously started P11. So it was a bit of a double whammy for Yuki there. Quite a few people behind him on the medium tyre. And let's dive into his lap times. As we saw for pretty much everyone this weekend, if you want to see some other videos, check out the channel. Every driver, every week featured. You can see DRS trains having an impact the whole weekend, and you can see their relatively consistent pace, and a lot of that is just in a train the whole time. Few blips there. That's mainly the front runners overtaking or lapping, so the blue flags are slowing down, but you can see their relatively consistent performance there, and no real drop off in pace for those older tires. No teammate comparison for Yuki this weekend because Pierre only completed one lap, so didn't do the graph for a dot. Moving on to the gap to Alonso. I picked this one up, just how tight it was between the two of them throughout the whole race, but obviously right at the end there as well, with Stroll just ahead of Alonso as well. So you can see here, really maintained within 2 to 4 seconds the whole race. Really, really close and in DRS range for quite a large period of time. And you can see it was a little bit up and down throughout. Any time that Tsunoda kind of got within really 1 second, he couldn't quite hold it there, unfortunately. And a lot of that has to do with just the wake through the corners. But on the whole, really, really close between the two, with Stroll just ahead of Alonso as well. And this was definitely a story of the weekend. All the DRS trains that built up across the track. It was just really, really, really hard to actually get an overtake done, especially given how old the tyres were at the end of the race. But overall, relatively good from Tsunoda, and really not that far off 8th place ahead of him. So that is the recap for Yuki for this weekend. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit subscribe so you get notified and so I know that you guys are enjoying these videos. And feel free to comment your thoughts on the weekend. What did you think of Yuki's performance? Otherwise, I will see you next week. Thank you.